we're really looking at who this would deeply, directly impact the most. Of course, there is the majority, overwhelming majority of women in this country do not want this to be overturned. But the impact directly will be predominantly on women of color, will be on the 75% of those seeking abortions who are living at or below 200% of the federal poverty level. So while I can't at this point give you a preview of what we would do in response to a hypothetical final opinion, what I can tell you is that we've already seen states restrict, right, across the country. And if you look at Texas, for example, they put their restrictions in place, and Planned Parenthood and other organizations have put out statistics suggesting that clinics in neighboring states have seen increases of 600, 700, 800% of people traveling to their clinics. So you will see that. You will see people try to travel to states. And what we've done to date, and try to help to date where we've seen restrictions, which gives you kind of a tiny bit of a roadmap, even though it would obviously be much more expanded beyond this, is created, for example, the Dire Need Grant Awards, which provide funding to expand access to emergency contraception, family planning services. We just announced $6.6 million in awards made to 8 grantees across the country and around the country. We also have, I would note, the Department of Justice and the Attorney General's statements in response to Texas SB 8, which again is an example of what we've seen in terms of the impact to date, and their commitment to continuing to defend the law to protect the safety of patients seeking access to reproductive health services. HHS has also announced a 3-pronged department-wide response to protect patients and providers. So again, what we're looking at is how to ensure we're expanding access, how to ensure we are taking a look at the enormous impact on a specific portion of the population, and this is in a cross-government effort beyond just the Gender Policy Council.
Breaking news on that? Sorry, go ahead, Jeff. Go ahead. I was just going to ask, would that manifest itself in executive orders, or what specifically might the framework for that kind of action be?
We're not there yet. Obviously, what we've done to date, Jeff, is taken steps through, obviously, the Department of Justice, which they can speak to, through grant programs and funding programs that we've been able to put in place to date to address even restrictions that are in states to date, which is not the same as the Supreme Court overturning, and we will build on that from here.